Good morning, Madaliso. Sorry, yesterday we were interrupted by internet connection failure. So we need to do these questions. So I'll briefly do these 3 questions for you so that you can go through them before you go and write your exams this morning. I hope you'll be able to follow on your own. Yeah. So in the case of the first question here, there are the 3 of them, which are just questions that we're expected to do without any challenge. Okay. Yeah. So let's look at the first one, or we can start with the same one here. Illustrate the solution of y is less than x plus 3. Okay, that is the question. I've been given the domain. We from -3 to 1. So now here's what I want you to understand. In the interest of the exam, I will be saying, okay, let's come up with a table of coordinates. And those table of coordinates, this is how you're supposed to do it. This is going to be your x, and then this is going to be your y. And then you just have 2 this side. And for these 2, just put -3. The last one, you put 1. You put -3 and 1. The coordinates on the far end, okay, at the end of each point, without us including even the middle ones, because we just want to get the guide of where the line is going to pass. So if we get the 2 extreme points, they are going to give us that guidance. So now we know what the x coordinates are. The question we should be asking ourselves is that when x is equals to -3, what is going to be the value of y? So I'm going to get this now as an equation where I'm going to say x. Why that we've been asked now is when this particular x here is -3, which is this one here, what is going to be the corresponding value of y? So what do we do? I'll put -3 here plus 3. What is going to be my y? My y will end up being a 0. Are we together, Madaliso? So this is going to be a 0. This is going to be a 0. Then again, now I go further and repeat the same process. Instead of us now using -3, we will be going to consider 1 using the same equation. So we shall be saying, what is our y when x is equals to 1? So I'm going to say y is equals to, here our y is going to be equals to 4. My y is going to be equals to 4 when x is equals to 1. So now we have -3, 0, which is the first one, this one, followed by 1, 4. These are the coordinates. And now, before I plot these coordinates, are you able to plot them yourself? If you can do that, please try to do that so that you see where the points are going to be located or plotted on. So the first one is -3, 0, which is going to be this point here. The second one is 1, 4, which is going to be this point here. And then what are we supposed to do now? What we're supposed to do is to draw these points the straight line. Okay, you draw these points the straight line, and now you go back to the point that we want to consider. Now you have got 2 regions. You have got this region above and another one that is below here. So we are saying y is less than x plus 3. So we want to see what we are going to end up with. Which region are we going to be shading here? Which region between these 2 are we going to be shading? Which region between the 2 are we going to be shading? Okay. Yeah, so that is what we are going. I'm trying to be slow on this first one so that you get the gist of it. So now, like I said, this is what we're using. So you have got 2 points here. You've got 2 points. So if I get this point here, which is what the origin coordinated point, these are the points that are there. So when this is our X and this is our Y, so look at where this is. So I'm going to say, let me put a 0 where there's a Y and do this. Then come to this side and say 0 is less than 3. Is this true or false? This is true. This is true. And where has this point come from? It has come from this area that is below here. So we shall be shading part here. We'll be shading going downwards from that line. But the other thing that I want you to take note of, please take note of this thing, that line. Okay, I want you to take note of that. The line that we drew here is supposed to be a dotted line, because what we have there is just a less than, not less than or equal to. Okay, not less than or equal to. So this line here is supposed to be a dotted line. I hope you get that one. So let me draw it properly. Yeah, so we're saying this line here. Okay, if you like, in terms of an equation, we can call this x plus c. In terms of an equation, that is what that line is. Okay, so this is how we are supposed to do this work. Let me now take you to the next one. Here, by the way, it was going to be just easier by us saying, okay, this is less than, we could have said it's the region that is below without even proving that. But sometimes maybe proving does a good job. So I'm going to be repeating the same using y is less than or equal to x plus 4. Remember, what am I going to be saying? I will be doing this, which we already did there. We have negative 4 here and 3. Where are they coming from? They are here. Then now we begin to fuse them in this same equation here. So we write this as an equation. Y is equals to x plus 4. 4 plus 4, this would be 0. I hope you're getting me now. Then when I put 3 here, it will be 3 plus 4. So this will be 7. I'm kind of faster because I think I've laid down the foundation in the previous question. So we have negative 4, 0. Negative 4, 0 is this point here. 3, 7 is this point here. 3, 7 is this point here. All right, now remember, if you look at what we have now, we have 1 or equal to. Here we shall be drawing what? A solid line. This is supposed to be a straight line. We're going to be drawing a solid line here because of that. And now, if you like, this is again straightforward. This is again straightforward because we're talking about less. Less is the region that is below. Less is the region that is below this line. But like I already told you that we can actually prove this by getting one point that lies easier point, like I already told you when it comes to the below here, it's 0, 0. So I could say, okay, so we're talking about, I'll get a y is less than or equal to 0 plus 4. Here, once again, we'll be shading the region that is below. Okay, the region that is below. Then I'll go up. Here again, I'll not waste much of your time. I think we have already laid down the foundation. In fact, I could say that you can try this one. You try this one. It will give us the same thing. There's nothing that is different here. Yes. For those of you that may need to engage us for grade 9 or 12 lessons, please, you could get in touch with me, Mr. Piri, on the other number, which is 56 here, now 58 and 76. We do help people one-on-one, grade 7, grade 12, university. As long as it's a mathematics task, we do help. Thank you very much for watching.